Good morning, everybody. This is the second day of a introspective self-journaling. You're welcome to join me. In this section, I've been really journaling and putting out on Substack this idea of truth and untruth, which we create for ourselves, which we create for ourselves for our own protection. And I detail and I narrate my experience as a child. And in the first truth or untruth that I've created is this idea that I'm disconnected from the universe, that I'm alone. And I realized that for so long, up until just recently, has this been around and existing and persisting in my life, in my experience, in my relationships, this underlying belief, this underlying truth untruth that I've created, I will always be alone, even though I'm surrounded by people I am loved by and people that support me and people that encourage me on a daily basis. But I always felt alone, empty, or that the experience was, well, it wouldn't last, that it was bound to end, clearly, because the moment I was separated from my mother, it was so traumatic. Traumatic for every baby. No baby comes in here in this world without that experience of separation, disconnect. At least here in the Western world, where your umbilical cords, disconnected. The nurses poke and prod the baby and weigh them and make sure that they're crying and their breathing is the breathing passages are open and clear. That makes sense. It all makes some sense. However, in that space, in that time, as wonderful and as useful as it was for me to have that assistance, I was disconnected. I felt the cold shock of popping into existence with this into this body, into the baby's body. And I was disconnected from the universe. I was disconnected from my mother, the heartbeat that I've grown so accustomed to. And that has led me over these 30 plus years as an undercurrent in all my experiences that I will be alone. Now, you might not have this belief, and that's really up for you to explore. But I encourage you for self-reflection to see, is this a common experience for a lot of people? Is this within you? It helps explain why I've made certain decisions. It helps me explain for myself, or it helps me understand why I felt alone, even though I was surrounded by people who supported me and people who loved me. I don't know. Just a thought for this morning. Very beautiful. Birds out singing. And I hope your day is full of joy and love too. Take care.